All right. Hey, hi, Amy. Welcome. Okay, here we go. Let me just adjust my background without making the whole thing fall over. Hi, beautifuls. I hope this is better. Let's see. I think let's go to make sure I'm on. I think so. Hi. So I will try to like field your questions and your comments, but I'll definitely go back on the Facebook group and answer questions after this. But it looks like, oh my gosh, it's so funny to look at myself and the old ones. It cracks me up. Okay, hi Amy, thanks for being on the webinar. This was good. You were able to jump off, jump back on like a boss babe. Okay, regrouping. Oh my gosh. So, welcome. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I am dying to know how you all are feeling since July 12th. We'll go back in time. July 12th, super new moon in Cancer. And that was a doozy. Me and 26 other amazing goddesses were on the top of the world. We were on Mauna Kea. What? Mauna Kea, 14,000 feet, watching this beautiful Cancer super new moon with Randina Marie's Goddess Vortex Retreat. Rachel, you're feeling weird. Yes, that is normal. So I just want you to just sit back for a moment and go, wow, I'm so glad that I can feel this, right? You're not immune to it. You're not numb to it. You're not checked out from it. So even though it feels strange, just put the strange over here. We're going to take the charge off of it that makes it like strange to be wrong. And we're just going to allow it to be and look at it again and say, wow, I am in tune. I can feel. I know what's going on. Whirlwind, right? Woohoo. So I wanted to explain to everyone what the heck is going on and some tools and things you can do to help yourself. Because seriously, when we were on the Big Island, basically, we're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Imagine the big tidal waves that come through when you're out in the middle of the ocean, right? It's like whoosh. And you have to be able to understand, oh, it's a wave. It's in motion. How do I join that current? How do I flow with it? How do I just not let go because I'm afraid, but hold on because I'm afraid? How do I let go and allow it to move through me and receive of the gifts and the blessings? Like Rachel, thank you so much for sharing like how you're feeling weird. That is so normal. Okay, so just go, wow, gosh, I'm normal, right? And at the same time, I know that can be frightening. So you are in a good place because we're together. And we're together understanding the higher nature of what's going on. So if you're feeling weird, what you want to do is really just kind of like, okay, am I on social media too much, or am I in the mainstream collective, which is the fear channels are churning themselves up? And so what you want to do is have faith, tune in to this inner world, your universe that makes you you. Okay, and that's where you're gonna that's your barometer of truth. That's where you're gonna find home. Okay, so our bodies are our best tools right now because they're going to share with us they're going to be receiving all this incoming energy, not only from the movement of the galaxies, but the movement of other people, and they're their own universes, right? And if they're not aware, awake, alive, tuned in, turned on, right, and they might be checked out, we're going to get influenced by their waves. So we want to be aware of our experience, going through understanding what's this big waves that are coming through called eclipses and full moons and new moons. And then we want to be aware of how other people may be. They may be very checked out. They may be very afraid. They could be irritating or irritable, frustrated, all kinds of things. So I want to give you all a little bit of insight so that you can start adjusting. We're going to be recalibrating. There's so much going on. So one of the things I got super connected to that I was trying to explain in those other 2 lives was that what am I doing, right? What is my personal kind of present moment now, and what am I doing in this beautiful space that has been created called Lunar Ladies? We got the Lifestyle Public Facebook group, and we've got the VIP Inner Circle, where there's beautiful, amazing women who have said yes to themselves, and they are in the process. They're accelerating their personal growth. They're feeling safe and secure and having this new understanding of what the heck is going on. And then they're also feeling supported by one another. Every day I go in there, someone had posted a question in our secret Facebook group, and boom, there's a goddess saying, oh, no, I know how you're feeling. This came up for me. This is what I do. Is, here's a tip or a tool. Do this, watch this, open up to that. So I go in and go, oh my gosh, there's so much wisdom and so much power. So I got very, very connected while I was on the Big Island to what we are doing as these awakened women. So if you're here or in the Power of a Woman with Randina Marie, or other like with the Joyful Journey with Rhonda Olson, and hanging out with doing Reiki with Lolly Divine, right? All of these women are holding a force field, right? We're holding a force field of a higher vibration. So what we are doing when we get attracted to these groups, or when you take a leadership role, like myself, Randina Marie, Lolly Divine, Rhonda Olson, so many more, Amanda Smith, right? Amanda Aikman, oh my gosh, sharing with us like her journey and what she's opened up to as, medical mediumship, doing her calling, helping heal people, families, worlds, right? And doing it with joy, doing it with good health, doing it with balance, doing it with faith and understanding of her calling and who she is, right? All that is a very high and pure frequency. And that, if you are here right now, listening to this, listening to the recording, enjoying and receiving a lot from the groups that you're a part of, you have been called on a soul level to be a frequency keeper. So what the Lunar Ladies is doing, what I'm doing is like creating sanctuary. I'm a safe place in the harbor, right? You don't have to be out at sea, kind of being sloshed around by the waves, not knowing, am I going to be okay out here, right? So what the Lunar Ladies is, especially the VIP Inner Circle, is it's sanctuary space. It's a harbor. It's a lullaby. It's soft, warm waters. It's gentle rocking and rolling. It's this being rocked by the Divine Mother. That's what we're doing. And we have this beautiful sanctuary space that you can come in, seek shelter from the storms, and find a cup of hot cocoa. Find a warm, delicious meal. Find friends to share it and eat it with. Hang out on the cosmic couch, right? With our beautiful Irma Kay and all these other amazing spiritual teachers who are pointing the way to like a better understanding of what the world is about, what life is about, what we're doing here, who we are, because we're very, very, very powerful creators of reality. We were so blessed on our retreat to have spent time to experience and learn from Mira Kelly. Mira Kelly is a past life regressionist, amazing, a beautiful soul and spiritual teacher and guide and facilitator to understand like who we are. But one of the things she shared with us was the knowledge and the awareness of parallel lives. So I want to jump into that. We're going to be really talking about that in depth in the Inner Circle. So I just want you to know, like, there's so much opportunity for you to really tune in and understand that you create your reality, number one. I know this sounds like words sometimes, and sometimes we're kind of lost in so much of our external environment that, we feel kind of, pushed and pulled and pushed and pulled. But when we start to have when we feel safe and secure, so we have a safe place to be, a safe group of people to be around, bright, shiny, happy face, looking at you, making you laugh, right? You start to feel better, right? And you start to feel like, oh, I'm home. I'm being taken care of. I'm being nurtured. I'm okay. It's going to be okay, right? Because these things that are happening, these astrological lineups, these bigger like galactic waves of transformation are actually happening on a planetary and solar system level. Now imagine yourself next to like the size of Jupiter. We're like a little tiny speck of stardust compared to like Gaia, Mother Earth, or a planet like Jupiter that has many moons. So we're experiencing the same level that these planets are, as they're rising in their frequency and changing dimensions and vibrations. We're also getting that. That's why strength in numbers. You've heard this. Together we rise up, join together. That's because when we join together and like I like to call it a pod, I follow the dolphin way. That's what I've been shown how to live the best life. Live like a dolphin, seriously. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I can back it all up. And all those goddesses who got to swim with dolphins for the first time will back me up too, because they live in a pod, meaning the more the merrier. Dolphins, you won't see one, you'll see many. And so what happens when we group together is we join our forces, we join our energetic bodies, we join our vibrations, our higher frequencies, and we actually create a field of a larger body. And that larger body is the energy that can withstand, absorb, ground, assimilate these big frequencies. So imagine like a big lightning bolt coming down. And it's supposed to like, give all this wonderful light into the world, more consciousness. And you receive it as one person and it's rattling, right? Could even take you out, right? But now imagine that same lightning bolt coming down with 100 people, all in unison, joined together, hearts and minds, doing the work together, feeling supported, feeling like, oh, I got my soul sisters or my soul brothers, and we're here as a soul tribe. That's what this lunar eclipse on Friday in Aquarius is beginning to open up, okay? So I want to just invite you to pod up. Who's your soul tribe? Who's your soul support system? Who are you already linked arm in arms with? Yeah. Make sure you acknowledge that in a new way of how important it is, how powerful it is, and how fun it is. Right? It's all about the fun, because why? Fun is a higher frequency. And what else are higher frequency? So make a list of your emotions that make you feel lifted up. Joy, love, hope, laughter, excitement. What are some other good ones? You tell me. Just joy, bubbles, lifting up, happiness, those kinds of things. Now, that's not negating that we feel other emotions. Humans run the range, the gamut of emotions. We can feel everything, right? So we want to be able to know how it is that we are feeling and how you're going to really tune in, because each emotion is energy and motion. It's power. So you want to be able to understand how you feel by acknowledging your emotions and your thoughts, and which are being like controlled from an outside force, and which are more you're in control, right, in them, because you're in your awareness. So I'm going to go down the chronological events of the week, but I also want to reiterate that when you come and join the Lunar Ladies Club, I want to just kind of also share with you what I downloaded, what the club is. It's an experience, and it's also an energetic vibrational home. When you come into the club, what you're doing is you're coming into the sanctuary place that's safe. You're coming into this living library of information and knowledge, wisdom that will help see you through anything, will get you through anything. You're coming into a place that's family. There are women there with open arms. So you don't have to feel alone, even if you live more isolated. You don't have to be isolated, because we gather together online. We're here, we're united through our hearts. We're united through our minds. People talk to each other, mind to mind. We dream of each other, right? So it's there. So we want to also begin during this eclipse moment is to really let go of all those things, those belief systems that we have that separate us or make us feel alone. Why do I say that? Is because Aquarius, the shadow of Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is where the moon is going to be in this lunar eclipse on Friday. And it's the longest lunar eclipse of the century, meaning that the duration of the eclipse, where the earth passes between the sun and the moon, is 1 hour and 43 minutes. Now, those of you who are connected with Randina Marie, you know that 143 is her God number. So I was like, Randina Marie, oh my God, do you realize how long this eclipse is? I'm like, and she was like, oh my God, that's so amazing. And nothing's random. This is a magical universe that we are live in and that we are a part of and that we actually give to create itself. So we're going to get really down in the understanding of who we really are. I want you to know that you are a powerful creator of reality. Mira Kelly shared with us that we have parallel lives running, multiple lives running all the time. And we can choose what timeline and parallel life we want to be a part of. And she shared with us this wonderful just mantra. What you love also loves you. So when you go into like, oh, what's this future of my dreams or this life that I desire to be living? It's because that which you seek is also seeking you and wants to merge into union. So there's amazing ways to help you get to that place of being able to merge one-to-one, coming into a state of at one-ment, right? So the Lunar Ladies Club experience that's what we're doing there. And I use the language of astrology. I use the tool of the moon. Why? Because I want you to get very, very clear on how you feel. Because how you feel is your frequency, the frequency that you're emitting as a big radio cell tower, right? So I want you emitting a higher frequency because you have been chosen to be a frequency keeper, meaning you're here to lift the vibration up, especially for those who cannot, those who are asleep, or maybe lost in the negative shadow side of the world, which is anger and hatred and violence, right? So we don't want to separate them out. We also want to see that I'm my brother's keeper. When I raise my vibration, I give an opportunity for a higher vibration available for another person. And oh my gosh, that would make me, live a life well lived, right? Would make me go to heaven going, yay, I did it, woohoo, I did it. So that's my job right now, is taking on a leadership role in this beautiful collective of frequency keepers. Is my role is to say, hey, guess what? I'm going to tell you who you are. I'm going to do it in lots of ways. I can do it through, those of you who want to know your soul purpose. Hey, let's get connected. Let's do your soul purpose. Let's take a look. Let's open up that window of your soul. And I'm going to show you who you are by looking into your Akashic mirror with you. And I'm going to explain and still tell stories that are just going to feel just right for you, because that's what I do. That's just the gifts I came in with this lifetime. Other ways are come into the circle, right? And did you know about this Eclipse survival guide? Oh my God, this thing is so awesome. I have decided to put it under my pillow and sleep under it. So when you join the circle, over this month and next month, you're going to get this survival guide, and I'm going to teach you how to use it. But what it is it goes through each of the super new moons. Now, with Mira Kelly telling us that there really is no thing as linear time, you can go back in time and forward in time. But how you do that is being present moment now. Isn't that cool? And guess what, ladies? Guess what today is? Some of you already know, but it's the Mayan and the Egyptians celebrate this beautiful day as a day out of time. We'll tell you about that in a sec. First, I want to show you the Eclipse guide. I want you to get it. And how you get it is you join the club this month and next month. Woohoo! Because I want you to come in and be part of the sanctuary. Because when you do, you add your gifts to the field, and the field gets bigger and brighter. That's my goal, is creating this field of bigness and brightness of a higher frequency. And I can't do it alone. I got to do it with my pod. So Dolphin, come on in. So first you're going to, see what the season is all about, right? 2 super moons, solar eclipses, and 1 lunar eclipse full moon. Waha, the sacred trinity. So we've already experienced the super new moon in Cancer on July 12th, and I want to hear from all of you what that was like. So in the guide, I give you high frequency tools to help lift your frequency up, help you get grounded, and help you move into center. Because when you're grounded and centered and your vibration is higher, that's when you can access the power of now. And when you access the power of now, you create your reality. You change your future by releasing the past. That's what eclipses are about, endings and beginnings. You get worksheets, these wonderful questions to help you understand what the heck is going on and how do I connect deeper to myself. So here's the Aquarius full moon lunar eclipse. Comes with a power animal, comes with the crystal that you'll need, comes with the flower essence, essential oil tips, where it is going to be in your body, and how you connect to it on a spiritual level. So it's all levels, physical, mental, and spiritual. Teresa, you love being a VIP. I love having you as a VIP, sister. You have upped the game. Thank you for adding your gifts. So we have worksheets for all 3 eclipses, but this one's really fun. This is your checklist. Survival guide checklist. We can't go anywhere without a checklist, right? So we know we got everything we need. And then the final thing, which I'm going to, as I go through the chronological events, and I'm going to check those comments because I know you have questions. Lionsgate 88, your bonus. Ooh, what's the Lionsgate? It's awesome. So that's the Eclipse Survival Guide. Yours when you join the club, plus many, many, many other wonderful things. You get your personal portal, which is your profile. It has your chart, has your natal report, has the living library that can access information about your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. Then you get your weekly personalized oracles from me with extra guidance to understand, what do I do this week? So I don't want you thinking, oh my God, what do I have to do in this big picture? I want you, your first step is here. Feel this out and move into your power. Next week, you'll take another step. Feel it out. Move into your power. The next step. And each step that you take, you get more and more awakened. The moon is the best tool because she moves fast. She don't slow down for anybody. I'm always trying to tell her, can we pause? No. Which is great. No problem. We got this covered. But I wanted to show you one thing that you can do this weekend. Who has a selenite crystal? Anybody got a selenite crystal? That's a must-have to have in your crystal tool bag. Selenite crystals. What they are so good for, especially when you're working through body energy. Yes, July Leo energy is intense right now, right, Janice? And we have 2 birthday girls today. Janice Dodge Jones, Sunshine Monica Price. 2 starseeds that decide to come onto the planet during the day out of time. So they're super special. Make sure you say hello and connect with them. Those are amazing soul sisters. Megan, wow, you've added so much since I was in the group. So cool. Megan, yes, come on back. Come back. Love to have you there. And there's going to be so much more. I swear to God, it has gone up serious notches, and it's only getting better because there's momentum. And I feel like I finally got out of my own way. And so now things are able to shift to another place. And it's just a beautiful thing to watch. So Megan, come on back. I'd love to have you there, beautiful soul sister. Okay. One thing you can do for your body that will help move the energy and clear stuff is if you have a selenite crystal, it could be any shape or size. Here's a little wand. Used to be longer, but I think it broke. It's okay. So selenite. what I've been doing is basically doing this. I've been clearing the energy, especially where I have pain and tension. Like for me, as an example, when I got really connected to over the retreat was just releasing of layers of trauma. And the trauma can show up as physical trauma. It could show up as emotional trauma, mental trauma, or spiritual trauma, or past life trauma. So I got super connected because of the way that Randina created the retreat and who she had to come and the timing of how beautiful it was. I got connected to how that layers of trauma are being released during the super new moon eclipse season, the summer eclipse of 2018 season. So I was shown by the dolphins, I just have to say, but selenite, which is the crystal of the moon, and it's a clearing crystal, so it cleans your crystal. Don't get it wet because it will dissolve. But what it does is it actually, it feels really good. And it like takes off like energetic debris, wherever you feel like tension. So as an example, real quick, I just wanted to share with you. I've had layers of trauma to my neck trauma. As a little girl, I was in a very bad car accident when I was 8. It was during my first Saturn Square. So I know that because I did my Soul Purpose series and I got in tune with Saturn, my inner teacher. So that was the physical trauma of this life. Super bad whiplash, never diagnosed, kind of been, created chronic kind of stress trigger patterns in my muscles. And so lo and behold, that's what's up for me. Neck pain, right? So I'm like, okay, neck pain. What do I already know about this neck pain? And how can I go deeper into it by not making it wrong, trying to fix it and move it away and out of my space, but how can I just be with it long enough to understand what it is? I also know, because I did my Soul Purpose, I have Mercury retrograde right on my ascendant. Mercury rules the throat. It's part of my gifts with astrology and being able to share the truth. Don't kill the messenger. Maybe it was my soul that kind of created that saying that we now remember. I don't even know where that saying comes from. But many lifetimes of speaking out and getting in a little bit of trouble. So I got super connected to some past life memories, some that I just instinctively felt, but actually over the Hawaiian vacation, some that I actually saw in my mind, because I met a beautiful, one of my soul sisters that I got deeply connected to, Miss Amber. We shared a life together that I saw while in Savasana during yoga. So I love you, Amber. So I've had many lifetimes of losing my head, let's just say. Not to be gruesome or anything like that. So that's also being released during this time. So I can consciously put that in. Any fear around speaking the truth, any fear about coming more out into the world, I can release. I can release in that. So that's an example of some of the bigger things you might be feeling. So especially if you feel body pain, where is it? What is it? Where's it coming from? Is it something acute that is up right now, or is it something chronic? Or is it something that you've been dealing with for a long time that just can't find any respite for it? It's possible that it is up for review, especially if it's up now since this eclipse season has started. So I want you just to take note of that. Become aware. You don't have to do anything with it, because we don't want to make it wrong, because that keeps it in the polarity of separation. We want to just allow it to be in a neutral state and get curious. What is it? Okay, so that's a wonderful tool you can use. But I want to run down for you what the heck is going on. Right? So I use my Lunar Lady tools. Now, the beautiful Misty McKnight is so awesome. She does too. And she's a VIP too. So I use my Law of Attraction Planner. I love these tools. And so I know, according to my Cancer Moon lunation for the month, I know what the power days are, right? I know them too, because I need to find them out for you. But I go to my calendar, And each calendar starts with the new moon. So it's not a regular calendar, although it looks like it, Monday through Friday, but it starts with the new moon and it ends like at the end of the lunar cycle. So I know that today is the day out of time. And I also know in about 2.5 hours, Mercury, Brother Mercury, is going retrograde. Some of my beautiful clients, and hopefully will be VIPs soon, contacted me this week going, I'm feeling afraid of the Mercury retrograde and all these eclipses and what's going on. I feel afraid. And I was so happy that she, messaged me so that I could help her. Mercury retrograde is nothing to be afraid of, right? It's really a signal to slow down. Now, this Mercury retrograde is in Leo. What's Leo? Leo is the heart chakra. Leo is your inner child, right, Jessie? Inner child. We're going to contact her. We're going to let her come out to play, and we're going to free her. That's the Aquarius magic, is freedom and liberation. So Janice says, I've been doing some deep tissue fascia work last month. Powerful memories, soul release happening. Oh, Janice. Amen, sister. I'm so happy and proud of you. That's wonderful. Yeah, in the fascia where definitely layers of trauma are stored. So our body is our best gift. It's really the only home that we have while we're on this planet. And there's so much information stored in our body, not only from our soul when it came in and downloaded our memories, but it also holds the memories of our lineage, our ancestors. So we can do a lot of healing on a soul level, as well as our ancestral lineage through our beautiful physical temples, right? So we want to take good care of them. So love your body. Love your body like never before, because it's awesome. So today is the day out of time. It's a liminal space with no boundaries, so allow all your edges to dissolve. Edges could be belief systems about what you have been told, what the world is, who you are, what reality is. Let those edges soften and dissolve. Today is the day where you want to be in communion with your stardust, your cosmic self, your galactic citizenship. So get your galactic passport out. Go for a ride tonight in your dreams. Connect with your angels, your guides. If you connect with star ancestors, go connect with them. This is the time of the Syrian lineup. So what happens is with the day out of time, according to the Mayans and the Egyptians, is it starts to open up this beautiful alignment with the sun, our solar system, with another larger solar system, the Syrian constellation, and which has a sun that the Egyptians believe we got our consciousness really from, right? That's where the pyramids are in alignment with the Syrian constellation. It's all very interesting. So what we want to do, especially now that Mercury is on, he's at the airport. He's like, I'm going on vacation. I'm leaving your left brain, which is about, every day, this and that, what to do, your to-do list. I'm going on vacation. I'm going over to your right brain. I'm taking a break. Right brain, nonverbal, creativity, drawing, music, daydreaming, reading, learning, understanding, opening, slowing down. So my best advice to you is slow down. Do not be part of the rat race. You are a frequency keeper. You are setting the tone, a cosmic tone for others, right? Because you're here and you're waking up. And you're awakened at whatever level you are, which is awesome. So let's celebrate you, okay? And we can celebrate you more when you come in closer to my inner circle. Because there's lots of ladies there ready to welcome you in. Plus me, I'm happy that I could get to be more one-on-one with you. Now, if the club isn't something that is calling to you, that's totally fine. But maybe there's a reading, a private reading you want to do, or maybe you want to get one of your natal report or your solar return report, or maybe you want to do the Soul Purpose series. So just check in with your heart. Don't ask this. Ask this. Because really, until you're here, which opens up the third eye, you're more accessing your brain from the lower reptilian brain, which is fight or flight. And that will always tell you, it doesn't give you very good advice because it's based on fear. So we go back into love, our heart, where we feel okay, we feel safe, we feel secure, we're centered. And then that energy then opens up your higher mind, your third eye, your soul star, your crown, which that's what the lunar eclipse in Aquarius is about, crown chakra. That's why we're going to bring in the star of the show, amethyst. So we got our selenite, we're cleaning our bodies. Amethyst, we're going to open up our crown chakra. This is my new attire until this eclipse season is over. Aquarius rules the crown chakra. Amethyst is a wonderful stone. So get your amethyst out, and you can clear it in the full moon as well. So, stay out of time today on the 25th. Mercury goes retrograde. Tomorrow, we're going to open up the portal with the Power Puja Circle. Lama Lakpa is going to be opening up early, setting the space, clearing the space of obstacles, and allowing this eclipse experience to be gentle and easy. Teresa, you like that one? Mercury at the airport? Oh yes, get out of here. Don't sign contracts. Exactly. Review contracts. Car accidents happen more often during Mercury retrograde because people are not slowing down. So drive slower. So if everybody's going 75, you go get over in the slow lane and do 60 or 65. Well, now sometimes it's painful to go that slow. Get the selenite one, right? Awesome. It's a bit rough. So use some coconut oil so you can have a little bit smoother glide. Need a smooth stone. Yeah, this thing, I don't even know where I got this. Sometimes you look around and you're like, gosh, I was paying attention back then. I really need that today, right? Okay, so tomorrow we open up the eclipse portal with the Power Puja Circle. So if you feel called to offer your name to be burned in the fire, that's what pujas are. They release obstacles. They're Tibetan sacred prayers over thousands of years old. So when they're spoken into the atmosphere, they start bringing the molecules together, and they form a really beautiful space for wellness. Right? And they remove obstacles. So we want to be removing obstacles out of our space, because Aquarius, which the full moon will be in for the lunar eclipse, is about the future. So I want you removing obstacles from the past. So they're not in your now, so you can be present in the now and move forward of the timeline and future of your choosing. That's what's happening this weekend. So you can send your love donation between $10 and $20, and that will get you into the puja circle as far as to burn names, because burning is part of releasing the energy and participating. When you give a love donation, it's an energetic exchange. So as Lakpa says, the prayer's out for you. They have a place to come back to. They have an address, right? So you give the $10, and then the prayers come back. So it can come full circle. So that's why we do the donations. And then we give a portion of that to these amazing poor Tibetan, not poor, they're rich in spirit, but they can always use our assistance for food and clothing and things like that. They live in the Himalayas in Nepal, and it's a beautiful nunnery, and I love to give to them. So when I was there when was I there? 2008, I got to go visit them, and I had the most amazing time. None of them spoke English. They welcomed us in. They gave us prayers and blessings. It was all just basically smiles and a knowingness. And I felt like I was the luckiest person in the world. So we give money to them to support them in their endeavors, because basically they sit in prayer 24 hours a day. So we want to thank them for all that they do for the world. Right? Let's see. Helen, can we donate through you for them specifically? In addition, yes, you can. Just on the donation, just mark it as a note. This is for the Tibetan nuns, and I will put it all of it right over there. And then when Lakpa takes care of sending that to Nepal, because he's connected and he speaks the language. Right? So we give that to Lama. He takes care of it. And I was going to send out a report so you can see each quarter how much is given from your beautiful love donations, and then we can celebrate it. So yes, Teresa, wonderful question. Yes, you can donate specifically to them, and know that, and we'll get some pictures. I know my good friend Kat, who introduced me to Lakpa, she found him high in the Himalayas, right? She has beautiful photos of them from her recent journeys. So I'll get some photos and post them in the group so you can see them. They're so beautiful ladies. They're such beautiful ladies. Okay, so we're going to open the portal tomorrow at 4 p.m. And you can send me names through the full moon, because I'm not going to burn the names till the full moon, because that's the most powerful time, and I want to burn them during the eclipse. So send them, let's see, it starts at 1:21 p.m. Pacific time. It lasts an hour and 43 minutes. So I think it's about 3:04 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to send to me up until Friday, July 27th, 3:04 p.m. Pacific time, I will add them in that power time. But we're going to open the portal a day early because we want to like set the space, and he's going to keep it going all weekend. Okay, so that's what's going on there. So that's Thursday. Friday, we enter into the full moon eclipse. Like, I feel like we're all at the edge of the Pele's beautiful volcano home, Kilauea, and we're about to dive in into the fires of transformation. So that'll happen at 1:20 p.m., followed by the lunar eclipse. Now, the lunar eclipse is happening in the southern hemisphere, so our friends down under will be the ones being able to see it. Daytime, we won't be able to see it, but what they'll see down below it is where the moon turns red. That's what they're calling it, the blood moon. Why does it turn red? Because the sun's light bounces off the earth, who's in front of here's the moon, here's the sun, and the earth is in between, moving. And so when the sun's light bounces off the earth, it casts a shadow on the moon, which is more a red color. So that's why it's like red or blood color. So there you go with that. So that's going to be the longest one. So what we're going to do, Randina and myself, we're going to set the space with a group intention. And she'll probably do it as well as me, but I was going to have a beautiful candle going for the duration, and I'm just going to leave it on as a live. So you can check into the crystal altar with the candle, come into that space and just be, because it'll be set for you. If you have other friends, whether they're in person or over the phone or online, I want you to gather together in a group, because Aquarius is group energy. It's pod, group, tribe. And so when you meditate with yourself plus another or plus a group, it increases the volume and velocity of your prayers and your receiving and what you're releasing. And then once your cup is being filled, you can then go into the collective to give. So it feels so good. Oh my God, it feels so good. So then we get a little bit of a break. So full moon energy will last 72 hours, 24 before, 24 day of, 24 hours after. So give yourself a lot of space this weekend, because you're just now into the Mercury retrograde, which is going to August 19th. So when you're in the club, I give you all these dates and you give you the calendar and you mark it down. So join the club, because then you won't have to like keep track of all this. I do it for you. Me and the Lunar Ladies team, we do it for you, and we have so much fun doing it. So then we move into the waning cycle of the moon, which is 2 weeks. Okay. Then we go into August 1st, which is, or August 2nd, I think it's this year. But it's a beautiful Earth holiday of Llamas. So I'll talk to you more about Llamas. Then we go into third quarter moon on the 4th in Taurus, right? So sun and moon will be making a square. And it's a waning square, so it's a little bit weaker. So the moon is now going to, after the full moon, will be pushing you in. You'll feel like a pressure to go inward. Mercury retrograde is putting a pressure, go inward, right brain. Moon is saying, I'm going to push you in. I want you to go inward, slow down, come into center. Sun's in Leo, go right into the heart chakra. Okay, then, are you sitting down? Venus, thank you, Venus, will move into Libra on August 6th in her home sign. Thank you for the music and the balance and the harmony, Venus. But elder brother to Mercury, beautiful Uranus, the ruler of this lunar eclipse in Aquarius, goes retrograde. What? So that's going to happen. It's going to move slowly out of Taurus back into Aries and then go back into Taurus in March. That retrograde will take us all the way to January 2019. It's big. So we really want to be, and it's all about the crown chakra. So that's what the lunar eclipse is really helping you get really, really deep into your heart. And if that's all you remember is to put your hands on your heart, do it. You will not be let down by doing that. Okay, then we move into the Lion's Gate, which is the Syrian lineup. We'll learn more about the Lion's Gate. Okay, that's the 411 on the chronological events. Oh my gosh. So let's recap. I'm so proud of everybody. Look at you. You're like professional, like transformation galactic specialist over here. Professional frequency keepers. Wow. Doing a great job. Okay, so we've got information on what's going on. We want to know, we want to celebrate if we feel off or weird or what the heck is going on. Celebrate if you get like angry or you lose your temper. Like allow yourself slowing down so you can go, wait a minute, what's going on? Where is the full moon? Okay, it's an eclipse. Okay, this is big stuff. I need to like chill out. I need to like, if I'm overheated, remove myself. Go check in. Angels and guides. Full moon, put your crystals out. Eclipse, understand what needs to end. What cycle is ready to go? Zoop, I'm in the Pele fires of transformation. Because when you let go and end an old cycle, you make space for a new cycle to begin, right? So the trick is be present in the moment now. Now, advanced lunar ladies, get out your charts. You're going to get my help, personal help. But if you're not in the Lunar Ladies Club yet, get your chart out. Look for your Leo ruled house and your Aquarius ruled house. That's where the action is. If you don't have your chart, come on over. Let me know. Let me get you your chart and your report. I will show you how to purchase it on the website. It's very easy. And we have an amazing Lunar Ladies staff standing by, ready to get that to you as fast as possible so that we can be supporting you as you go through these amazing times of transformation. They don't have to be trials of tribulation. Let them be times of transformation. So that's what I have for you tonight on this Lunar Ladies Eclipse Expose report. I'm going to go back and look at your comments. I'm going to answer them. And I'm available to answer questions. I got more stuff, more work to be doing. Those of you who are in my Soul Purpose series, you've got some reports and some recordings coming. I'm getting caught up. So as I do this, I will be massaging myself with my selenite wand. I'll be drinking my water. Yes. I'll be holding on to my amethyst crystal to get my crown chakra open. I'll be slowing down. I'll be focusing on higher emotional, joyful frequencies so I can add to the field and help myself stay centered and grounded. And then you're going to look over and high five somebody because you're like, you're one of those, huh? Yep, you're one of those. Frequency keeper. Look at you go. Mwah. Love you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. We're opening up the portal so we all can dive in for massive transformation. It's going to feel so good because it's Leo. Leo's fun. Heart chakra, love, romance. Let's do it. All right. And you won't be alone. It's warm down there. We'll be waiting for you. Love you. Good night, ladies.